Vanakkam. The monthly news bulletin of Yarl Marai Alai TV. News editor Reverend Father Anton Stephen. I am Jeriksha Judson.
I am Kingsley Roniston.
First, the headlines. The Episcopal Ordination of the newly elected Bishop of the Diocese of Chilaw, Right Reverend Dr. Vimal Siri Jayasuriya.
A sacred relic of St. Antony of Padua brought to St. Antony's Church, Passaiyoor.
The annual pilgrimage to St. Antony's Church on the island of Kachatheevu.
Silent protest by the Jaffna District Inter-religious Council against drug abuse.
The Passion Play entitled World with Thirumahan to be staged in Jaffna from the 21st to the 24th of March. Now, the news in detail. A Lenten recollection for the bishops and priests of the North and East Dioceses was organized as a special event for the Year of Prayer 2024 on the 4th of March at the Shrine of Our Lady of Madhu in Mannar. The recollection, presided over by the Bishop of Trincomalee, Right Reverend Dr. Noel Emmanuel, featured the Way of the Cross, the Rosary and the Holy Mass. Reverend Father Paul Robinson, the Vicar General of the Trincomalee Diocese, delivered a reflection on the topic of Mother Mary and the priests. Bishop Noel Emmanuel presided over the Holy Mass. Following the Mass and lunch, the participants held discussions on various topics. More than 200 priests from the North and East Dioceses participated in this event.
The Episcopal Ordination of the newly elected Bishop for the Diocese of Chilaw, Right Reverend Dr. Vimal Siri Jayasuriya, took place on the 2nd of March at St. Mary's Cathedral, Chilaw. He had been ordained as a priest of the Diocese of Chilaw in 1997 and has served in various roles within the diocese. He obtained a master's degree in canon law from the Pontifical Urbaniana University of Rome and served as a diocesan judiciary episcopal vicar. He also served as the Dean of the Theology Department of the National Seminary Amphitheatre from 2013 to 2019.
The annual pilgrimage to St. Antony's Church on the island of Kachatheevu was held on the 24th of February under the guidance of the parish priest of Delft, Reverend Father Pathinadar. The Vicar General of the Diocese of Jaffna, Reverend Father Jabratnam, presided over the festive Mass. The ceremonies began with the hoisting of the flag on the 23rd of February, followed by Rosary, Way of the Cross, Holy Mass, Eucharistic Adoration, and the procession of the statue of St. Antony. It may be noted that a statue of St. Antony was also unveiled at the jetty by Reverend Father Pathinadar on the same day. More than 4,000 pilgrims from Sri Lanka participated in this pilgrimage.
Prospective pilgrims from India for the annual festival of St. Antony's Church on the island of Kachatheevu cancelled their pilgrimage and put forward a demand for the release of the Indian fishermen detained in Sri Lankan jails. The boat owners, the boatmen, and the fishermen's associations in India are carrying out this protest for their release, said Reverend Father Santiago, the parish priest of Verkadu, Tamil Nadu. And that is the reason for the cancellation of the pilgrimage from India until the problem is solved, he said.
A silent protest echoing the theme, Let's Protect Our Society from Drug Addiction, was held by the Jaffna District Inter-religious Council in front of the central bus stand in Jaffna on the 13th of February. The following religious leaders took part in this silent protest to alert the people to the dangers of the drug addiction. The President of the Council, Sivasri Kirubananda Kurukal, the Vicar General of the Jaffna Diocese, Reverend Father Jabratnam, the Secretary of the Council, Reverend Rajkumar of the CSI, the head of the Jaffna Naga Vikaraya, Venerable Sri Vimala Thera, as Sheikh Sufyan and others.
A sacred relic of St. Antony of Padua has been brought to St. Antony's Church Passaiyoor from the Dicastery for the Causes of Saints at Vatican City at the request of the Bishop of the Diocese of Jaffna, Right Reverend Dr. Justin Gnanapragasam. This holy relic was displayed for the veneration of the people on the 13th of February at Passaiyoor under the guidance of the parish priest Reverend Father Jero Selvanayagam. This was followed by Holy Mass offered by the Bishop of Jaffna.
4 chairs were donated by the altar servers of Manipai St. Anne's and Pudumadam Holy Family Churches to a family of 3 students who do not have proper facilities for studies at home. This event took place on the 17th of February at St. Antony's Church, Manipai. Under the guidance of the parish priest, Reverend Father Rex Soundra, the altar servers had purchased these chairs with funds from their monthly subscription. This commendable deed received the appreciation of many.
In preparation for the annual staging of the Passion Play of the Thirumahan Kalamantram, the ceremony of distribution of scripts to the actors was held on the 14th of February at the Kalignana Surabi Meditation Center. At this event, headed by the Deputy Director, Mr. Johnson Rajkumar, the Spiritual Director of St. Martin's Minor Seminary Jaffna, Reverend Father Raji Rajeswaran, distributed the scripts to the artists who will be participating in the Passion Play. This year, the version of the Passion Play entitled World with Thirumahan will be staged under the direction of Mr. Nathan Justin Jelud from the 21st to the 24th of March. It is noteworthy that this World with Thirumahan script, written by the founder of the Thirumarai Kalamantram, the late Reverend Father Maria Xavier, was earlier staged in 2012, 2014 and 2016 and is being staged again after 8 years in 2024.
St. Joseph Vaz Theological College of the Episcopal Diocese held the inauguration of the new academic year and the awarding ceremony on the 17th of February at Charles Hall, Batticalow. At this event, presided over by the principal of the college, Reverend Father George Jivaraj, the chief guest was the Bishop of Batticalow, Right Reverend Dr. Joseph Ponnaya. The guest of honor was the director of the Swami Vivekananda Institute of Aesthetic Studies, Eastern University, Mr. Bharati Kennedy, and the special guest was senior lecturer of the Eastern University, Reverend Father Navaratnam. 36 students were awarded bachelor's degrees from the Pontifical Urbaniana University of Rome, and 16 students were awarded diploma certificates at this event.
The priests of the Diocese of Mannar observed their annual Lenten retreat from the 18th to the 23rd of February at the Retreat House Madu. The retreat was organized by the Bishop of Mannar, Right Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Fernando, and preached by Reverend Father Michael Payapilli of the Vincentian Congregation. 70 priests participated in this retreat.
The Norwegian representatives of Caritas International visited areas in the north and east to oversee the activities carried out in these regions under the food security program. On the 29th of January, they made an official visit to Caritas Vani Hudek, participated in discussions and conducted a field visit to the areas where their programs are conducted. At the meeting organized by the director of Caritas Vani Hudek, Reverend Father Sabajivan, and chaired by the bishop in charge of Caritas in Sri Lanka, Right Reverend Dr. Justin Gnanapragasam, Norwegian representatives, Mr. Tobias and Miss Maria, the National Director of Caritas, Reverend Father Nelson Fernando, members of Caritas, and the staff of the Food Security Program participated. They discussed the programs carried out under the Food Security Initiative. Later that evening, they made a field visit to the villages of Anivulundan and Venneri, where they learned about the activities carried out there. They also ceremonially opened the Village Knowledge Center constructed there.
The newly established St. Paul VI English Medium School in Vaunia Rambakulam, located in the Mannar Diocese, held the opening ceremony of its academic year on the 30th of January. At this inaugural event, held under the leadership of the Principal, Reverend Father Arut Kumaran, admission documents for new students and appointments for new teachers were handed over. At this event, Right Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Fernando, the Bishop of Mannar, and Mr. Sarat Chandra, the Vaunia District Secretary, participated as chief guests. Reverend Father Kristunayakam, the Vicar General of the Mannar Diocese, and Mr. Kamala Kumar, the Dean of the National College of Education, Vaunia, participated as guest of honor. Major General Manjula Kariyavasam, commander of the 56th Brigade, graced the occasion as a special guest.
A seminar on the theme of transformative theological education was held at the Christian Theological College, Mardanar Madam, from the 6th to the 9th of February. The Filipino theologian, Reverend Professor Elias Fernandez, was the resource person at this seminar, organized by the principal of the Christian Theological College, Reverend Kamala Kumaran. During the sessions, Reverend Professor Fernandez gave expository lectures and animated fruitful discussions among the 40 pastors and theology students who participated in this event.
A meeting of the diocesan commissions operating in the Diocese of Mannar took place on the 8th of February at the Bishop's House, Mannar. At this meeting, organized by the Vicar General of Mannar, Reverend Father Kristunayakam, and chaired by the Bishop of Mannar, Right Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Fernando, the directors of the commissions submitted their project proposals for this year and discussed the activities to be carried out.
The first priest and former Vicar General of the Anuradhapura Diocese, Reverend Father Andrew Antony, passed away on the 27th of February. He belongs to the Ilavale St. James Church and received his primary and secondary education at Ilavale Holy Family Convent, Ilavale RCTM School, and St. Henry's College, Ilavale. After completing his school studies, he pursued his priestly education at the National Seminary Ampetier and was ordained as the first priest of the Anuradhapura Diocese by Right Reverend Dr. Joy Gunavarthana in 1984. During his tenure, he served in the parishes of Polanaruva, Hinguragoda, Madavachi, Anuradhapura Cathedral, and the Kala Oya Pilgrimage Center. He also served as the director of the Catechetical Center, the Social Communication Center, and the Family Resources Center of the Anuradhapura Diocese, and later functioned as the Vicar General.
Mr. Surendra Raja Sandan, the brother of Mr. Madhisuda, who is a resource person at the Marai Nadi Catholic Media Center of Jaffna Diocese, passed away on the 28th of February in India. He had been arrested on suspicion of involvement in the murder of Rajiv Gandhi, the former Prime Minister of India, and had been kept in prison for 33 years. He was later released and kept in a special camp. Due to the efforts of his family, arrangements were made for him to return to the country from India on the evening of the 28th of February. Unfortunately, he died of a heart attack in the early hours of that day.
Reverend Father Dylan Marisal, priest of the Salesian congregation, passed away in a traffic accident on the 4th of March. He had been ordained as a priest in 2020 and was engaged in the field of education and motivating the youngsters for vocations in the Diocese of Jaffna and Mannar. To end the monthly news bulletin, here are the headlines once again. the Episcopal Ordination of the newly elected Bishop of the Diocese of Chilaw, Right Reverend Dr. Vimal Siri Jayasuriya.
A sacred relic of St. Antony of Padua brought to St. Antony's Church, Passaiyoor.
The annual pilgrimage to St. Antony's Church on the island of Kachatheevu.
Silent protest by the Jaffna District Inter-religious Council against drug abuse.
The Passion Play entitled World with Thirumahan to be staged in Jaffna from the 21st to the 24th of March. Thank you for watching. Vanakkam.